Famously, we love to say kids are the future. Fine, I agree with that. Seems almost too obvious to say sometimes, but a lot of things that feel like that are still well worth saying. But I think it's an important point to point out that they're also our best lens on the present as well. What I mean is kids have no interest or ability to filter their version of how they feel for you. So while you'll say you're okay when you mean crushed into dust this week, or you'll say good when you mean, well, I'm not crying right now, but that's all I can promise, kids will just tell you. So sometimes, if your family's had a stressful week, they're the only ones who will be honest about how they and you too feel. So listen to them. Not for them, for your temperature gauge on how you're holding up. Like this morning, my daughter was giddy with excitement to go to school. She was skipping. And when we got there, she went, I'm just tired. Well, that's probably how I feel. But when you ask me, I'll say, good. They're both true. So just keep them both in mind. Hi, I'm Sam Rollins, Chief of Communications for Santa Cruz City Schools with your weekly news. And this week, our main story is, please take 4 minutes to sign up for free lunch. I know it's free either way, and I know your student may not eat it that often, but, and here's the weird thing, our funding for food programs, some math programs, writing programs, counseling programs, and more is tied in part to participation in this application. See, in this private brief form, we'll ask you to estimate the number of people in your house and your household income. We don't get that data in any other way, and we need a certain number of responses to qualify for full funding. So please help your school stay fully funded by taking, and I'm not exaggerating, 4 minutes to fill it out at link number 1. It's so quick. Please get it out of the way to help your schools. Link number 1, 4 minutes. Thank you. Now, we're still accepting entries for our Hispanic Heritage Month essay and art contest. They've started to come in, and we're so excited for students to be participating so personally in this incredible Heritage Month. Details on the application are at link number 2. And speaking of Hispanic Heritage Month, Santa Cruz City Schools was so proud to take part in the Fiestas Patrias event downtown last weekend, presented by our partners at Senderos and featuring Santa Cruz City Schools students. The event was a welcoming celebration of cultures from across Latin America.
Just a little butterfly, just a little bit. I'm Sophia Castillo-Santi, and the school I attend is Rancho Middle School.
I really enjoy the community and like to embrace my heritage. That's really nice.
All the teachers, they help you, and all the dances are like really unique. And it's embracing your sides of family's culture. So it's like you sometimes embrace other people's culture and it makes you happy.
She's done a couple events and she has them under her belt, so she is becoming a pro at this. When we joined this program, it was a really good way to feel part of the community and really get to know people around us. Senderos definitely will take you many places, and you will meet lots of people within different communities. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to get involved in Senderos programs like the Centeotl Danza y Baile or the Ensemble Musical, or just learn more about Senderos, which has been lifting up Santa Cruz families for 20 years, you can find it all at link number 3. I mentioned last week our student trustees, the high school students who serve on the Board of Education to provide student perspective. Well, we are happy to be putting together a student advisory council where student leaders from all of our secondary schools will have the opportunity to meet regularly with the superintendent to share student perspectives and inform district decision making. Currently, we have openings for students at Branciforte Middle, Mission Hill Middle, Harbor High, Costanoa High, and the ARC. So if your student might be interested, they can find the application info at link number 4. Remember, with measures K and L, 2 new school bonds on the ballot this November, you can learn more about past and future planned bond work at our interactive facilities master plan at link number 5. And now, we find we are still celebrating our continuing opening up and our continuing return to more normal school days. This year, that means going on a lot more field trips and getting our hands dirty. Teachers at the B40 beach cleanup field trip this week with Save Our Shores said the trip to the beach wasn't a walk. It was a parade the whole way. A parade to the beach during a school day to grow your relationship with your local environment is a good reminder of how good it is to grow up in Santa Cruz. But don't take my word for it.
So this is the first time since COVID that we started up our all sixth grade field trip, and it feels amazing. It feels like we're back to normal, taking care of the environment, and I just, on the way here, the sheer joy of coming on the field trip was just amazing. So
yeah, this is the only time I've actually had fun finding trash.
Yeah.
Or ever wanted to find trash.
I've been working with Save Our Shores for the past 2 years to design environmental stewardship lessons. And so we've been working on a lesson in class where students are mapping out their neighborhood and the waterways and watersheds and how litter travels through the watersheds out into the bay. So this is a chance for them to see the product of those pathways.
My name's Francesca, but I go by Frankie. Hello. It was fun, but it was also a little annoying that there's plastic everywhere.
And then we're going to go back into the classroom and graph the data and then talk about how they can not be part of the litter debris problem.
We are here with Brent Symphony Middle School doing a beach cleanup. So Save Our Shores is a grassroots nonprofit based in Santa Cruz, California. We work primarily with Santa Cruz and Monterey County.
We are doing public cleanups, we're doing private cleanups, we're doing corporate cleanups, and then we always, of course, accept support in form of donations as well.
All right, get seated around your cone with your group.
And it's very fun to see it get cleaned and feel that it's getting cleaned.
I think it's interesting to find all these items that we find.
It's interesting to see what people leave on the beach.
It really feels like they get why we're doing this. It ties right into our ecology unit.
I liked it because we, one, helped the planet, and two, it was just like fun getting to work with my friends.
Yeah, it just feels really good.
They seem very stoked. They seem very, very excited.
And it's great to see young people getting inspired by the nature around them.
It's great to see them being able to put their energy out and doing something that's really, good for them and good for the environment. Yeah, and they're good kids. Like, they're all really, really good kids, so.